I like Finish better than Cascade too. Neil accidentally bought the wrong kind of pod.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
The amount for one bag for like 24 pods compared to what it would be for a whole box.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Purdy going to the air right away. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A second down throw for Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here is third and quite a ways. Here's Purdy. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see.
At the end of the day, I don't have an opinion. I have a little bit of an opinion as far as, like, I'll say yes, no, absolutely not. What I could so obviously and of course it is top with drop sleeves, so like the little sleeves that come off the shoulders, so it's pretty much strapless. And then
on fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Drake Jackson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short. Yeah. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the inside handoff. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
No.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right?
No, you don't have to fold all of that. You have to fold what you need with that. No, you don't, because that shit's been on that floor for fucking 2 months. Don't even start with me that has to be a thing. Don't even. No, it doesn't. You can come back to that pile of shit on the floor because it's been there for 2 months. So you can't pretend like that's a thing, okay?
Now to add the extra point.
You're making up shit in your fucking head. You just come see
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but now it's third down. You look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. 21-0 our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 43. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Goff. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
I don't think that I want to.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
Don't put me in that game.
Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try to pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
That is caught. That is brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And his current pace sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Either that or we could go.
There's Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is taken at about the 14. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And sometimes when you see a running back lined up out wide, you think maybe he's just a decoy. But not in this case. He was lined up out wide to the left, turned into a primary receiver, and picked up a nice chunk of yardage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Here's Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gould. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
You need to get more excited than more.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
An emotion takeover.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, They got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Drew Sanders.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will hold at 22.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Goff. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 85 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Nice footwork at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The tight end in motion right. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners set to take over on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Purdy.
and 4.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Goff. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Say what? Kendall. Yep.
Yeah, you got patience. You got patience. It's right here.
Really? You talking?
Her hair. Because I had it like it's like that's good. You need to take a shower early. Did we go and rewind it back? I know why you didn't stop it before you got up.
made you go over there yesterday.
Okay. 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 Okay, that's weird, but okay. You do it. Okay, babe. Okay,
Something like that.
that's not a gay festival. It's the festival.
What's different?
That's a gay festival. Oh, really? Are you racing? Or did you become an unsupporter? Under supporter. Okay, that's the truth.
Stop.
That's oh. No, get your stuff down. No, sit. He's dancing. He was dancing. Did you see that?
I was watching
He
this.
loves to dance.
No, down.
Kendall.
Oh, shit. Did he turn his light off?
Oh, I've got to turn off.